Hello, this is Tiger/2nd. 3 new articles have been released on the Warhammer community website for the Dark Eldar since my last video. The first mentioned how the Dark Eldar were going to be able to be used in multiple patrol detachments to generate command points, and also how bringing multiple HQs would provide additional warlord traits. The second focused on the named Kabals, and the third named Kabals and Covens. To start off this analysis, I'm going to reference what is already a common complaint among the community, that the benefits conferred by the additional patrol detachments in the first article are virtually useless in a competitive format, since there is a hard 3 detachment limit in most venues, and usually a rule that no more than 2 detachments can be the same, making the benefit all but worthless outside of casual games. On the one hand, this is devastating to anyone hoping to run multiple Dark Eldar factions competitively, as it still seems that you must fragment your army into multiple detachments to run it to maximum effect. On the other hand, tournaments have made concessions for unusual army construction before, such as allowing multiple detachments inside a Decurion to count as only one detachment, and allowing Knight Titans to play as their own army. I would not put money on the ITC format changing the rules to accommodate the Dark Eldar specifically, but it is within the realm of possibility, so on this matter I'm very much in the wait and see category. The Cabal preview featured no fewer than 4 armies to choose from, offering everything from the standard reroll 1s to extra range and movement, most of which has been of course copied from other armies. The one stipulation here, and this is the party piece that I hope makes it into the final result, is that Dark Eldar can currently mix and match Cabals, Covens, and Cults into whatever vehicles they want. That is to say, you could bring a Flayed Skull Raider that has an additional 3 inches to move, and load it up with Obsidian Rose Cavalite Warriors that have plus 6 inches to their shooting range under the current rules. This, along with appropriate points adjustments, is essentially what I think will make or break the faction. Being able to stack benefits would allow our forces to be as strong as Ynnari, Sisters of Battle, and Chaos and Imperial Soup, as we would essentially be a miniature soup army within ourselves. I am also happy about the upgraded blaster profile. Finally, we have the Homunculus Covens preview with lots of shooting into combat and character targeting and leadership nonsense, most of which I'm seeing only niche benefit for. This preview is brought down by not having updated profiles for units or weapons, which means that we really only have their current incarnations in the index to use as reference. In this light, the bonuses they get are rather lackluster or even insulting, and one can only hope that the improvements to the point costs and unit and weapon profiles will have the Covens units perform more in line with the Cabals. One thing of note, however, is the Prophets of Flesh, who get additional command points and also allow you to redeploy rack units at full strength, which have an improved invulnerable save in that Coven as well. This still suffers from reanimation protocol syndrome, but toughness 5 racks with a 4-up invulnerable save are still more likely to survive than your standard Necron warriors, or at least will require so much shooting to bring down in their entirety that it becomes a useful screen. In all, I am more or less pleased with what I am seeing. Games Workshop are proving so far that they are at least trying to get our army to be unique and powerful, but in a rather obscure kind of way. Hopefully the future releases will show that these disparate parts will all be glued together into a functional army that can be played in the common tournament formats.